Caitaniya Prabhu Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. We continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 10. Today we will start with text 60. Does anyone remember any main point from yesterday?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We heard yesterday Narad Muni saying that anyone who hears and chants the narration of Prahlāda Maharaj and Lord Narasimhadev's katha with great attention about the activities of Prahlāda Maharaj, the killing of Hiranyakashipu, and the omnipotence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, he is certainly liberated from the material bondage and surely reaches the spiritual world. And then we also heard Narad Muni was encouraging Yudhishthira, calling Pandavas extremely fortunate, and that because saying within this material world, Nirloke, Lord Krishna, like a human being, was living in their palace. So they were very fortunate. And the great saintly persons knew this, and that's why they constantly paid visit to their house. Narad Muni also spoke on the pure devotee of the Lord is always with Krishna through thick and thin. He has intimate relationship with Pandavas and as a dear friend, relative, and also as a servant, and their well-wisher as a guru also. And the great saints, they also seek to get his intimate relationship. They are very much praying to, that the Lord should be pleased with him. Narad Muni explained about all of this about the pure devotee, understanding the difference between the transcendentalist and a pure devotee, how uh, Lord Krishna is always with the pure devotee. So this was one part we heard, and then we heard Maharaj Yudhishthira. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Sorry, Hare Krishna.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry. Well, the transcendentalist, the pure devotee is also a transcendentalist.
Yes,
But
yes,
because there are two types of transcendentalists. One who think that the Lord is formless, that the Supreme Brahman is the ultimate cause of all causes, and then the pure devotees who understand that Lord Krishna is the cause of all causes.
okay.
So yeah, both are transcendentalists because both are searching after the supreme absolute truth.
Yeah,
Yeah, only the partial one. The understanding is partial, understanding Brahman to be the cause of all causes. So that is partial understanding of the absolute truth, or the complete understanding.
okay.
Yeah. Mm. You were saying something else also?
Yeah. We also started to hear about when Maharaj Yudhishthira prayed to Narad Muni to describe the 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 katha of how Lord Shiva got back his reputation. We just started hearing about the demon Maya Danav, how he was disturbing the demigods by preparing three invisible residences for the commanders of the demons who were disturbing them, uh, the three worlds, upper, middle, and lower planetary system. Yeah, we just started hearing this story. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. And then how because these aeroplanes, the demons were becoming invisible, couldn't be seen due to the mystic potency of Maya Dana. And so that's how the demigods were losing. And then they go to Lord Shiva, and then Lord Shiva has covered all these three aeroplanes with arrows. And then
Yes.
and the demons are killed. But then Mayadana was made another mystic well, and he's putting all the demons in the well. So now we are going to start the pastime from here.
Yeah.
Siddhamrita Rasasprishta
Sudamrita rasa sprishta
Vajrasara Vajrasara Mahaujasa
Vajrasara mahaujasaha
Uttasturmegha Dalana
Uttasturmegadalana
Vaidyuta Iva Vanayaha.
Vedyutta iva vainayaha.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When the dead bodies of the demons came in touch with the nectar, their bodies became invincible to thunderbolts. Endowed with great strength, they caught up like lightning, penetrating clouds. So they become rejuvenated and they're coming back even stronger than before. Vilokya Bhagna Sankalpam
Vilokya bhagna sankalpam
Vimanaskam Vrishadvajam
Vimanaskam vrishadvajam
Adayam Bhagavan Vishnus
Tadayam
Tadayam
Bhagavan
Bhagavan
Vishnus
Vishnus
Tatropayam Akalpayat
Tatropayam
Tatropayam
akalpaya.
Akalpayat.
Seeing Lord Shiva very much aggrieved and disappointed, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, considered how to stop this nuisance created by Mayadana. Vattaschastit tada Brahma
Vatsashastit tada
Vatsashastit Tata
Brahma
Brahma
Swayam Vishnur Ayam Higo
Swayam
Swayam
Vishnu
Vishnu
ayam
Ayam
higo
Higo
Pravishya Tripuram Kale
Pravishya
Pravishyati
Tripuram
Puram
Kale
Kale
Rasa Kupamritam Papo.
Rasa
Rasa
kupam pratam
Kupamritam
papo.
Papo.
Then Lord Brahma became a calf and Lord Vishnu a cow. And at noon, they entered the residences and drank all the nectar in the well. Te surahi api pashyanto
Te
Tesurahi
Surahi
api pashyanto
Apashyantu
na nyase dhanvimohitaha
Nasedan Vimohitaha
tat vigyaya mahayogi
Tadvidyaya
Tadvidyaya
mahayogi
Mahayogi
rasapalan idam jago
Rasapalam
Rasapalam
idam
Idam
jago
Jagao
smayan vishoka shokartan
Smayan
Smayan
vishoka
Vishoka
shokartam
Shokatan
smaran deva gatim chatam.
Smarandeva gatim
Gatim
chatam.
Chatam.
The demons could see the calf and cow, but because of the illusion created by the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the demons could not forbid them. The great mystic Mayadanav became aware that the calf and cow were drinking the nectar, and he could understand this to be the unseen power of providence. Thus he spoke to the demons who were grievously lamenting. So they're seeing the Lord. They're seeing Lord Brahma there in the form of cow and calf, but they can't stop. So Mayadanav has yogic power, mystic, but Krishna is even a greater mystic. Devo Suro Naro Nyova
Devo Nova
Neshvaro Sthita Kaschana
Neshvaro Sthita Kaschana
Atmano Nyasya Vadishtam
Atmanonyasya Vadistam
Devena Pohitum Dvayo.
Devina Ohitum Dvayo.
Mayadanav said, what has been destined by the Supreme Lord for oneself, for others, or for both oneself and others, cannot be undone anywhere or by anyone, whether one be a demigod, a demon, a human being, or anyone else. The Supreme Lord is one, Krishna, the Vishnu Tattva. Krishna expands himself into Vishnu Tattva, personal expansions, Swamsha, who control everything. Mayadanav said, however I plan, you plan, or both of us plan, the Lord has planned what is to happen. No one's plan will be successful without his sanction. We may make our own various plans, but unless they are sanctioned by the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, they will never be successful. Hundreds and millions of plans are made by all kinds of living entities, but without the sanction of the Supreme Lord, they are futile. Comments?
Hare
He's
Krishna. So
talking like a
here
devotee.
Mayadanav is realizing that he is the Supreme Lord and without his will, nothing would
Yeah,
work, right? Okay.
that's right.
He's talking like
Yeah,
a devotee.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
talking as a devotee.
Yeah,
yeah,
though he's a
that's
demon.
right.
Because,
Yeah,
like, so much knowledge, right? He's speaking
Mm.
like how we have heard, like, they have so much knowledge. Even when Hiranyakashipu's elder brother Hiranyaksh was dead, he also gave so much knowledge
yeah,
to the
that's
family,
right.
right? So, like, they
Yeah,
had so much knowledge. And even
mm,
Mayadana was telling, like, there's everything only Krishna. It's under Krishna only, Vishnu Tattva only.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, he's saying that. What can you do? Whatever is destined by God, that's going to
Mm.
happen. Athaso Shakti Bhi Swabhi
Athaso
Athaso
Shakti Swabhe
Shambho Pradhanikam Vyadhat
Shambho
Shambho Pradhanikam
Shambhodadanikam
Vridhat
Hridyat
Dharma Jnana Virakti Riddhi
Dharma
Dharma
Jnana
Jnana
Virakti
Virakti
Riddhi
Riddhi
Apo Vidya Kriya Dibhi
Tapo
Tapo
Vidya
Vidya
Kriya
Vidya
Kriya
Kriya
Devi
Divi
Ratham Sutam Dvajam Vahan
Ratham
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 Sutam
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 Vajam
Dvajam
Vahan
Vahan
Dvajam Vaham
Dhanur Varma Sharadiyat
Dhanu
Dhanur
Dhanur
Varma
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 Sharadhya
Sharadiyat
Sannadho Ratham Asthaya
Sannado
Sannadho
Ratham
Ratham
Asthaya
Asthaya
Asaya
Sharam Dhanur Upadade
Sharam
Sharam
Dhanu
Dhanur
Dhanur
Upadade.
Upadade
Narad Muni continued thereafter Lord Krishna by his own personal potency consisting of religion, knowledge, renunciation, opulence, austerity, education, and activities, equipped Lord Shiva with all the necessary paraphernalia, such as a chariot, a charioteer, a flag, horses, elephants, a bow, a shield, and arrows. When Lord Shiva was fully equipped in this way, he sat down on the chariot with his arrows and bow to fight with the demons. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, Chapter 13, Text 16, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. Lord Shiva is the best of the Vaishnavas, the devotees of Lord Krishna. Indeed, he is one of the Mahajans, the 12 authorities on Vaishnava philosophy. Swayambhur Narada Shambhu, Kumara Kapilo Manu, etc. Lord Krishna is always prepared to help all the Mahajans and devotees in every respect. Kaunteya Pratijanehi Name Bhakta Pranashyati. O Arjuna, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Krishna says, although Lord Shiva is very powerful, he lost a battle to the Asuras, and therefore he was morose and disappointed. However, because he is one of the chief devotees of the Lord personally equipped him with all the paraphernalia for war. The devotee, therefore, must serve the Lord sincerely, and Krishna is always in the background to protect him, and, if need be, to equip him fully to fight with his enemy. For devotees, there's no scarcity of knowledge or material requisites for spreading the Krishna consciousness movement. Some more comments.
Krishna is always there for the devotees. He provides them. If like how we try,
Serve the Lord sincerely.
he's always
Yeah.
there to provide you with with everything that's lacking, and he's there to preserve what you have. He always
Yeah,
says
so
that.
you remember the Bhagavad Gita verse?
I'm forgetting the shlok.
I preserve
I will
I preserve what you have, and I preserve what they have,
provide.
and I carry what they
And
lack.
they lack. Yeah.
Mm.
Is it?
Yeah, so here Lord Krishna is giving Lord Shiva what is needed now. Sharam Dhanushi Sandhaya
Sharam
Sandhaya
Muhurte Bhijit Ishvara
Muhurte Abhijiteshwaraha
Dadaha Tena Durbedya
Dadhatena Durvedya
Harotha Tripuro Nripa.
Arodha Tripuro Nripa.
My dear King Yudhishthir, the most powerful Lord Shiva joined the arrows to his bow, and at noon he set fire to all three residents of the demons and thus destroyed them. Dvidundu Bhayonedur
Dividundu Bhayonedur
Vimana Shata Sankula
Vimana Shata Sankulaha
Devarshi Pitra Siddhesha
Devarshi Pitri Siddhesha
Jayati Kusumotkare
Jayati Kusumotkare
Avakiran Jagurishta
Avakiran Jagurishta
Nanratuscha Apsaroganaha.
Namratuscha Apsaroganaha.
Seated in the airplanes in the sky, the inhabitants of the higher planetary systems beat many kettle drums. The demigods, saints, pitas, siddhas, and various great personalities showered flowers on the head of Lord Shiva, wishing him all victory, and the apsaras began to chant and dance with great pleasure. Everyone is so happy. Everyone is felicitating Lord Shiva. Evam Dagdva Purastisro
Evam
Dagva Purashtishru
Bhagavan Puraha Nripa
Bhagavan
Bhagavan
Purahanipa
Brahmadibistu Yamana
Brahma
Brahmadivitu
Brahmadivistu
Yamanaha
Yamana
Swam Dhamma Pratyapadyata.
Swam
Swamdhama
Swamdhama
Pratyapadyata.
Pratyapadyata.
O King Yudhishthir, thus Lord Shiva is known as Tripurari, the annihilator of the three dwellings of the demons, because he burnt these dwellings to ashes. Being worshipped by the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva returned to his own abode. So now we know why he's known as Tripurari. Because, what did he do?
He killed those planes, the
Yeah,
three planes created by Mayadana. Destroyed
he
them.
destroyed them. Yeah, destroyed them. Evam vidhani asya hare swamayaya
Evam
Vidhani Asya Hareha Swamaya
vidambamanasya nirlokam atmanaha
Vidammanasya
Vidammanasya
Nirlokam Atmanaha
viryani gitani rishibhir jagat guru
Viryani
Viryani Gita
Gitani Rishi
Rishabhi Jagadguru
Jagadguru
Lokam punanani aparam vidami kim.
Lokam
Lokam punanana
punani
aparam
vadami
vadami kim.
kim.
The Lord Sri Krishna appeared as a human being, yet he performed many uncommon and wonderful pastimes by his own potency. How can I say more about his activities than what has already been said by great saintly persons? Everyone can be purified by his activities simply by hearing about them from the right source. Bhagavad Gita and all the Vedic literatures fully explain that the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna appears in human society as an ordinary human being, but acts very uncommonly for the well-being of the entire world. One should not be influenced by the illusory energy and think Lord Krishna to be an ordinary human being. Those who really seek the absolute truth come to the understanding that Krishna is everything, Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Such great souls are very rare. Nonetheless, if one studies the entire Bhagavad Gita as it is, Krishna is very easy to understand. The Krishna consciousness movement is just trying to make Krishna known all over the world as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. If people take this movement seriously, their lives as human beings will be successful. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 7th canto, 10th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Prahlāda, the best among exalted devotees. So here Narad Muni is saying that Lord Krishna, he comes as a human being, but he's not a human being, he's the Supreme Lord. And that's why we need to hear about him from the devotees, hearing from the right source. And just by hearing about him, all the misgivings in our heart, they go away. The influence of passion and ignorance goes away. Gradually, even the material goodness goes away, and the devotee is established in pure goodness. And at that time, one can understand the science of Krishna. And then the tight knot which binds us to the material world is severed. So by hearing about Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada is saying that the Krishna consciousness movement is established for this reason. So everyone can get an opportunity to hear about Krishna. And in this way, people can alleviate the suffering, to alleviate people's suffering. And then live peacefully here in the world. And at the end of the life, go back home, back to Godhead. Any questions or comments? Ratna, any questions? Now we finished this chapter 10.
No question.
Okay. Okay, so
Hare
this was
Krishna.
also a very Hare Krishna.
So, until now, I mean, I used to know Lord Narasimhadev was there, but just before the story, I was always like, if I need any, power to, strength, I mean, strength for myself to, stay strong. I mean, that kind of power to stay strong. I must pray to Ma Durga and, always, I knew that, the goddess, they are the ones who give us the Shakti. I knew that from childhood. This is how we do, but I didn't know I could always pray to even Lord Vishnu. He's so supremely powerful. So many kathas we heard here now from Narad
Yeah,
Muni. Yeah, supremely powerful.
yeah,
He's the
yes,
one who gives the Shakti to the goddess.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
She follows his
This is
orders. She follows his
Yeah,
goddess.
instruction.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Hare
He's
Krishna. Now Navratras are going on. I think today is the Ashtami, 8th one.
yes.
Navmi?
So
Navami, right?
Today is Ashtami, sorry. For us, it
Okay.
is Ashtami today, not
Okay.
Navami.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
actually,
us, it is Ashtami. So I still remember the first time when I joined and I asked Bhavna ji, and then she told me that yes, you can pray. There is nothing wrong in it. And then we
Of
read
course.
also.
Of
Then
course.
she said that because she's so powerful that you can pray her for bhakti of Krishna. Because she's the giver, she's one of the devotees of Krishna, and she can give us bhakti. So
Oh, beautiful.
previously, we always heard, like, how important Lord is, only Lord. But reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we got to know that how important the devotees are, because bhakti can be only given by a bhakta. I cannot get bhakti on my own. No. But only bhakti can give you, like, the association, what we say, associating bhakta, hearing about the pastimes. And so, like, how powerful bhakti is. And then I got to know that she's really powerful because she can give me bhakti of Krishna. So then, not praying in a different mode, like how we used to ask her for the material things previously, but then I changed it in like, as a devotee, she can give me bhakti. So yes, I did. I prayed her. I still pray, but I just ask her bhakti. And even the same, like Ganesh Chaturthi. Previously, it was said like what, like how Deepika is saying, and we were always brought up in that way. But now I know that he's also a great, great devotee of Krishna.
Yeah.
So he can just give us that love that we are lacking for Krishna, that desire to serve Krishna. He can give us that. So I think that they are so powerful. They are the
Yes.
ones that
In
make
this
Lord
regard,
Krishna also so.
thank you. In this regard, I'll just say what we posted in regard to Durga Puja. I'm not sure if you all read it as yet. I posted it on the Bhagavad Gita study group. At one time, Prabhupada was on a morning walk and he noticed a Durga temple. And so it was a little far away. So he went a little out of his way to take darshan of the goddess. He offered dandavats and he began praying to her. Shrishti pralaya sadhana shakti rekha chavye va yasya bhuvanani bibharti Durga. I'm reading this. So this describes Durga as the Lord's shadow potency. One can worship her, Prabhupada explained, to gain admission to Krishna's service. Prabhupada had tears in his eyes. We are not glorifying Durga. I'm sorry. He said we are glorifying Durga, but not in the way materialists do. Give me this, give me that. But like the gopis, they were praying to Durga. You are always carrying out the orders of Krishna. So you are very dear to Krishna. Therefore, please give us your blessings so that we can have Krishna as our husband. So this is a remembrance by Lokanath Maharaj in his book Festivals.
So beautiful. So
To the
beautiful, really.
gopis.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shilpa.
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So we'll go on to chapter 11. The Perfect Society, 4 social classes. This chapter describes the general principles by following which a human being, and specifically one who's interested in advancing in spiritual life, can become perfect. By hearing about the characteristics of Prahlāda Maharaj Yudhishthir became extremely pleased. Now he inquired from Narad Muni about the actual religion of a human being and about special characteristics of Varna Sharma Dharma, which marks the highest status of human civilization. When Maharaj Yudhishthir asked Narad Muni about these matters, Narad Muni stopped giving his own statements and quoted statements by Lord Narayan, for he is the supreme authority for giving religious codes, dharmam tu sakshat bhagavad pranitam. Every human being is expected to acquire 30 qualities such as truthfulness, mercy, and austerity. The process of following the principles of religion is known as Sanatan Dharma, the eternal religious system. The Varnashrama system delineates the divisions of Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. It also sets forth the system of samskaras. The Garbhadan samskar, the ceremony for begetting a child, must be observed by the higher section of people, namely the Dvijas. One who follows the Garbhadan samskar system is actually twice born, but those who do not, who deviate from the principles of Varna Sharma Dharma, are called Dvijabandhus. The principal occupations for a Brahman are worshipping the deity, teaching others how to worship the deity, studying the Vedic literatures, teaching the Vedic literatures, accepting charity from others, and again giving charity to others. A Brahmana should make his livelihood from these 6 occupational duties. The duty of a Kshatriya is to give protection to the citizens and levy taxes upon them, but he is forbidden to tax the Brahmanas. The members of the Krishna consciousness movement should therefore be exempt from government taxation. Prabhupada is making a point here. Kshatriyas may tax everyone but the Brahmanas. Vaishyas should cultivate the land, produce food, grains, and protect the cows. Whereas Shudras, who by quality never become Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, or Vaishyas, should serve the 3 higher classes and be satisfied. Other means of livelihood are also prescribed for the Brahmanas, and these are 4: Shalina, Yayavara, Shila, and Unchana. Each of these occupational duties is successively better. The explanation is not given here of what these 4 are. When we read in detail, let's see if that comes up. I think there's something here in this paragraph. Okay, one who is in a lower grade of social life cannot accept the profession of a higher class unless necessary. In times of emergency, all the classes, but the Kshatriyas, may accept professional duties of others. The means of livelihood known as Rita, Shilonchana, Amrita, Ayachita, Mrita, Yachna, Pramrita, Karshana, and Satyanrita, Vanichya may be accepted by everyone but the Kshatriyas. For a Brahman or a Kshatriya, engaging in the service of the Vaishyas or Shudras is considered the profession of dogs. Narad Muni also described that the symptom of a Brahman is controlled senses. The symptoms of a Kshatriya are power and fame. The symptom of a Vaishya is service to the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas, and the symptom of a Shudra is service to the 3 higher classes. The qualification for a woman is to be a very faithful and chaste wife. In this way, Narad Muni describes the characteristics of higher and lower grades of people and recommended that one follow the principles of his caste or his hereditary occupation. One cannot suddenly give up a profession to which he is accustomed, and therefore it is recommended that one gradually be awakened. The symptoms of Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras are very important, and therefore one should be designated only by these symptoms and not by birth. Designation by birth is strictly forbidden by Narad Muni and all great personalities. So Prabhupada has given us a short summary of what is to come in this chapter, what we are going to read. Narad Muni is describing more the duties of Varna Sharma Dharma, and these are based on the natural inclinations of a person, not based on birth, but what one is naturally inclined to, what one's nature is, what symptoms one is exhibiting, and not by birth. So, going on to text 1, Shishukavacha,
Shri
Sri
Sukha
Shuka
Vacha,
Shrutve hitam sadhu sabha sabhajitam
Shrutve hitam sadhu sabha sabhajitam
Mahat Magranya Urukra Manaha
Mahatamagranya Manaha
Manaha
Yudhishthiro Daityapaternmudanvitaha
Yudhishthiro Daityapate
Mudanvitaha
Papracha bhuyastanayam swayam bhuvaha
Pracha Bhuyastanaya
Tanayam Swayam
Bhuvaha.
Bhuvaha.
Sukdev Goswami continued, after hearing about the activities and character of Prahlāda Maharaj, which are adored and discussed among great personalities like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. Yudhishthir Maharaj, the most respectful king among exalted personalities, again inquired from the great saint Narad Muni in a mood of great pleasure. Shri Yudhishthir Vacha
Shri Yudhishthira
Yudhishthira Vacha
Bhagavan Shrotum Ichhami
Bhagavan
Bhagavan
Shrotum
Shrotum
Ichhami
Ichhami
Nirnam Dharmam Sanatanam
Nirnam Dharmam
Sanatanam
Sanatanam
Varna Ashram Achara Yutam
Varna Ashramata Yutam
Varnashramacharyutam Yutam
Yat Puman Vindate Param.
Yat
Puman Vindate
Vindate
Param.
Param.
Maharaj Yudhishthir said, My dear Lord, I wish to hear from you about the principles of religion by which one can attain the ultimate goal of life, devotional service. I wish to hear about the general occupational duties of human society and the system of social and spiritual advancement known as Varna Ashram Dharma. Sanatan Dharma means devotional service. The word Sanatana refers to that which is eternal, which does not change, but continues in all circumstances. So what does Sanatan mean?
Devotional
That is
service.
eternal.
Eternal. Yeah.
Oh, that is
Sanatan
eternal.
means eternal, something which never changes. And Sanatan Dharma, what is Sanatan Dharma? That is devotional service.
Devotional service.
So we have several times explained what the eternal occupational duty of the living being is. Indeed, it has been explained by Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, Jivara Swarupaya Krishnera Nityadas. The real occupational duty of the living entity is to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is Sanatan Dharma, to serve God. Devotional service is the eternal occupational duty of every living entity. So, we hear many people saying, oh, Sanatan Dharma, but this is the real meaning of Sanatan Dharma, devotional service. Even if one prefers to deviate from this principle, he remains a servant because that is his eternal position. But one serves Maya, the illusory material energy. So one may say, well, I don't want to serve God. But because our nature is to serve, we end up serving Maya. Because to serve is our nature. That is something, that is our dharma, to serve. That can't be taken away from the soul. We are constantly serving. Serving our family or our society or country or nation or our own senses. But the perfection of service is if we can when we serve God. That's our eternal position. The Krishna consciousness movement, therefore, is an attempt to guide human society to serve the personality of Godhead instead of serving the material world with no real profit. Our actual experience is that every man, animal, bird, and beast, indeed, every living entity, is engaged in rendering service. Even though one's body or one's superficial religion may change, every living entity is always engaged in the service of someone. We have nobody else to serve. We will get a pet and we'll serve them. Or we will get a plant and we will serve the plant. So therefore, the mentality of service is called the eternal occupational duty. This eternal occupational duty can be organized through the institution of Varnashram. in which there are 4 varnas, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and 4 ashramas, Brahmacharya, Grahast, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. Thus Yudhishthir Maharaj inquired from Narad Muni about the principles of Sanatana Dharma for the benefit of human society. We'll stop here if there are no questions or comments. Is that okay?
Yes, all good.
Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri
Jai,
Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur
Jai.
Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Thank you so